A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Hooked on phonetics. You know, with all of the cutbacks, the great state of California, we must lay off most of the professors and wonderful teachers and the voters, along with all the taxpayers from which we have been taking all of America's money. That is why we must teach our own children to teach themselves to learn. If these videos do not work, then we are sorry, but your children are simply unteachable. We are going to use reverse psychology to teach them the ABCs. But now you will have to do it by yourself. You only need to tell them, like I did in kindergarten cop. A! You can't get an A if you're absent. B! You will not get a B if you are brain dead. C! You'll never get a C if you can't read. D! If you get a D, yes, it means you are dumb. Very dumb. E! Because everybody reads better than you. F! If you want to be flunky, go to school. G! Get a job, you idiot. H! Hope for a miracle. I! Don't know what else to say. You all suck. J! Job is spelled J-O-B. Sound it out for Christ's sakes. Now, you can learn how to read so your children will be able to pass the reading proficiency test and go to a lower education facility or other learning institutes like community college. G, get a job, you idiot.
Hooked on Phonetics will teach your kids that if they don't do their homework, they will absolutely end up ignorant and useless to society. Don't let your children end up on Skid Row eating out of a trash can. Call now and get your introductory subscription to Hooked on Phonetics now. It's the only way your kids will ever learn anything ever again. If you're awake at this time of night watching television, I know you're not making a lot of money. And we both know the real reason why. You did not have Hooked on Phonetics. Although you're penniless, waiting up to see another great episode of Jerry Springer or Girls Gone Wild, hey, here's your chance to change the cycle of getting your kid a great stocking stuffer for Christmas that they will never forget. So come on now, call us now. 1-800-382-5968. That's 1-800-382-5968. Yes. Oh. on our show, we're going to do a variety of different skits for you, our wonderful audience. Now, mind you, some of these skits might be offensive to some people who are wearing earmuffs or have their televisions muted. Our network lawyers told us we have no choice but to insert a disclaimer to protect us from lawsuits. So, here it goes. Really, if you are easily offended, you really shouldn't be watching television anyway. Turn the television off and check your pacemaker for defects. Don't take it apart. Take it apart. Just kidding. We are going to show some mild violence and mildly crude humor, but nothing that Grandma should have a heart attack over. I mean, there really can't be a whole lot to this disclaimer. So here, I'll read it to you. Watching this show may cause temporary blindness, cancer of the brain, stomach cramps, intestinal bleeding, chronic headaches, loss of bladder control, uncontrollable sneezing, drooling, and in some cases, permanent or almost permanent absent-mindedness, thoughts of suicide, and in most cases, paralysis, and finally, death. You know pretty much everything that your doctor prescribes you causes that stuff already. So just hang in there, and it'll all be over soon. Stick around for special performances by our featured dancers. And remember to stay away from Grandma's purse candy, children. That's not really candy in there.
Participation in Cactus supplied low-yield coral soil data for comparison with results obtained in Nevada soil from shots of similar yield. COA provided high-yield data for comparison with the low-yield cactus data obtained in similar soil. Successful measurement of neutron flux and spectra were made for a number of ranges. In the structural effects studies on the B-52, sufficient data were collected to substantiate a correlation between measured and analytical responses. This will establish a workable and reliable side load computation procedure.
Don't attempt to adjust your television set. I'm in 3D. I know you might not believe this, but I'm also very detailed now thanks to your $3,000.
Okay.
Don't attempt to adjust your television set. I'm in 3D. I know you might not believe this, but I'm also very detailed now thanks to your $3,000 plasma television set. Come in closer and you'll see what I mean. No, closer. Come on, don't be shy. Come in closer. Okay, I know this is pretty scary compared to Blue's Clues, but bear with me. You're entering a place that is not a real place. That is a place within a wasteland, on the side of a church in an alley, near a passageway, inside an extremely annoying book that was once a guide, so hitchhikers could find their way to a rest stop in a galaxy far, far away. A place where the streets have no names, and the cream cake is really a flower bed looking for its way back to normalcy. with a lemon twist and the smell of an old musty cigar floating past. The backside of a ticking clock hanging animated backwards on a thread of space and time. Only time is running backwards in this, another universe. A place where you are completely confused, yet a place with complete clarity. Within your twisted glimpse of an otherwise unknown world, finally known as the Night Zone.
Starring myself, Charles Mitchell, CJ Barron,
here. These are the blogs of the StarTick Enterprise, a continuing mission to cause viral mischief and to seek out strange new websites, to boldly go where no one has gone before via YouTube. Oh, bloody hell. Every time I try to post my blog, you go and start singing that horrible song. I can't take it anymore. Stop singing! Just shut up! Shut up! Got him!
Sir, the throttle broken. I can't make a stop, Captain.
Why can't you just fix it?
Well, sir, since it's running too hot, Captain. To be perfectly honest, I think the throttle cable snapped off. I can't cool it down enough to get it free.
Ensign, what is our current heading?
We're heading straight to Earth, Captain.
Sir, we're all gonna die.
Shut up, you drunk Scottish whip, and just fix the throttle.
I'm giving all I got, Captain.
Prepare to initialize special order, Alpha Epsilon Rho, on my command.
No, you can't separate the salsa, Captain. You blow up the scotch in the other section.
Shut up, you blithering idiot. Initiate saucer separation, now.
But Captain!
We don't have time, Ensign.
But Captain! Oh.
Great, not another dead crew member.
How long do we have until impact with the planet?
In my approximation, Captain, we have about...
Whoa.
I can't hold it together, Captain. She's breaking apart.
Not that.
Captain, I think we're gonna lose the whole ship.
Charles, you're saying
I can't go anywhere.
not.
Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow.
Hello, welcome to Special Effects Center, the show where we teach you, the home viewer, how to make your own special effects. I'm your host, Gory Mark. First, we have to give you our disclaimer. This show is rated PG for a reason. If you are faint of heart, eating something, then we suggest you stop or change the channel now. This show might be offensive to certain people who don't like horror. Now, we're going to see how to make a really disturbing zombie guts on today's show. So first, we'll need some supplies, and then we'll mix them all up into zombie guts. Okay, so we'll get out our nice big blender, and well, unfortunately, I was running a little bit late today and I forgot my blender. So you don't have to worry about that. I brought this bowl, and we're just gonna mash everything up in the bowl. So now we're gonna use this as a meat tenderizer. Found this stick outside. Hey, so first we'll be blending up the halfway rotting hot dogs we found outside the culinary arts department at the community college. Yeah. Now we're gonna pour that in here. So just throw those in there. All right. Now we blend them up nice and yucky. Oh, wrong end. Okay, now we're gonna add in the better part of this disgusting by throwing in some dollar store canned beets. Good, yeah. So now, first we need to take this can of beets and open it. All right, so we're gonna open up the can of beets. All right, here we go. Well, I think it's almost open. Should be open by now. Okay. Ah, yes. Now, be sure to keep the top of the can. We're going to be using this on a subsequent show to make ninja stars for our Ninja Assassin parody show later in the week. Okay, so put that off to the side. Now, pour the can of beets into the well, it's not a blender, but hey, there we go. All right. Now, blend that up thoroughly. There we go. Oops. Okay, now, we would normally just take this and throw it in the blender and press gooify. This is gonna take some time. All right, wait for about 10 seconds and stop the blender. Well, we don't have a blender, so you get the point. Now remove the zombie guts from the blender and pour them into balloons and or another appliance, for your movie scene. That's pretty much how to make the base for zombie guts. Now, you need to go a step further and throw in some green leafy greens and add that rotting guts effect. So you want to throw in some ramen noodles. If you feel the need, it's your creation. Go all out. I myself prefer to stay with just the ground hot dogs and the beets. Yeah, they're cheaper. Now that you have the zombie guts, you might want to make some zombie brains to go with them. I mean, look at that, it's beautiful. All right. Now, so you ground up about half a dozen older eggs and some red food coloring. Then you pour the movie blood over the eggs. After that, you should cover them and let them soak overnight. Now, how easy is that? On our next show, we're going to discover the art of decapitation and where to place a blood pack, how to make a great blood splatter, and general FX safety. Also, we're going to learn how to obtain free or nearly free materials for your effects. Now, how are we going to use these zombie brains to make them look real? First, we'll need a half a cantaloupe, or hold out watermelon, and then, cut it to appear like it's a human skull. Hey, wait, you know what? We can't give away all the Hollywood secrets, so you got to use your imagination to make your movie come to life. And we'll see all that stuff I mentioned. Don't forget the throwing stars on the next show. Thanks for watching Special Effects Center, and remember to make life into a great death. Oh.